I'm Todd Grisham, and what a stunning venue. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. Alongside me, former world Juan Manuel Marquez. And when you see this man, you know what you're getting. Dinamita comes right at you relentlessly. He's never been in a boring fight. Vasily the Matrix Lomachenko, Ukraine's finest. He's a former world.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, and now from Mexico City, here is the Hall of Fame 4-division champion of the world, Juan Manuel Dinamita Marquez. Fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the 2-time Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, a tremendous 3-division champ.
So much hype surrounding this big. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. The straight right just misses. Good defense on that right hook. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Todd. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Good counter punching. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Nice counter shot. Lomachenko in trouble. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got
a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Marquez in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might. Did you see that? Uh-oh. Lomachenko just got rocked. A much better game plan here.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Courage on display here is incredible. Good counter punching. Good punch. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. On to the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Hold it right there. Lomachenko is buzzed. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
There's a counter shot. Good counter punching. Nice counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Good work out there.
Get your mind back on the job. That was a terrible round, that was.
I'm missing. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
Much better. He's not even in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. You done all that work in camp. You gotta get out there and switch on. Get your boxing back.
On to the fourth we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
There's a scoring blow. He blocks that jab. Good counter punching. And he scores with the counter. Caught him. Good counter punch. Punch, counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Marquez in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. On to the fifth we go. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
A perfect counter shot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Just misses with that uppercut. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Did a nice job blocking the right jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Down goes Lomachenko. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4. You are ready.
Let's talk about Loma in that last.
Come on.
There's the bell for round 6. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Just missed with that hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. That jab doesn't find a home. Nice counter punch right up the middle. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. Here comes round 7. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. That jab misses. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Those counter punches have to hurt. He missed with that jab. Misses with the straight left. A swing and a miss with that jab. To see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, this round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. At this point, round 8, and we're off again. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Both men step back for just a moment. Punch scores. Marquez is rocked. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. Caught him. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, Johnny, it was a very close fight until the end. In the end, we get a split decision.
It could have gone either way.